This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth. I'm here at the Carney's Community Gym with the chairman of WBC here, Scott. I've forgotten your surname already.
Scott Welch.
Scott Welch. It's a pleasure talking to you, Scott. How did the WBC come to be involved in such an inspiring initiative?
Well, I was asked to present some medals at a WBC. Some WBC medals, an SAS gig where the ex-SAS were fighting the ex-American Navy SEALs, and I saw these guys do an exhibition at the start, and I was blown away with what I saw. Chris Middleton was blown up in Afghanistan, lost both his legs, and he's in the ring and showcasing what he does, which is absolutely fantastic. So it was inspiring for me. And after talking to them, they told me how they've been doing it for some time. No one really takes any notice of them. And I said, what's the dream? Where do you want to go with it? They said, the Invictus Games, the Paralympics, that would be a dream. I said, wow. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. And then we started the ball rolling. We got involved. I then got my president, Maurizio Suleiman, down, and we got him to London, and they did an exhibition for us. And again, he was inspired and blown away. I've spoken to Sugar Ray Leonard in depth about it. He was blown away. I think anybody in the boxing world see these guys, and they understand that these guys are not there to get hurt again. We would never ever want to see anybody get knocked out in a wheelchair. That's not what this sport is, and I've had an input in saying, listen guys, as much as there may be a handful of you guys that want to go hard, there's probably thousands out there that wouldn't want to go hard but would love to do this and have a go in a wheelchair, doing defences and skill levels, moving the wheelchairs. That's a skill in itself. I've been in a wheelchair. I can't move them for love nor money. I mean, it's incredible, and the energy levels that they do is great. It's absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely. I suppose that has to be your primary concern. Is that the public's perception of wheelchair boxing? Nobody wants to see somebody in a wheelchair slumped over, etc. I heard you going over the rules, that scoring is about the maneuvers and moving the wheelchairs, etc., and defensive movements. Who do you think will be responsible for sanctioning the rules of wheelchair boxing if it becomes, or should I say when it becomes, in the public domain?
Well, again, we're at this minute in time, we're at the very beginning of what we're doing. So, we're open to change, we're open to do whatever we need to do. I believe that the WBC, we're affiliated to the WBC, and they are the most, influential sanctioning body in the world, and I believe that they can take care of everything. And I think what we're doing for these people, this is girls as well, guys. Even able-bodied can get in a wheelchair and have a little play around. This is for the masses out there. And as I said, I believe that we're going to change the lives of so many people for the better. We're now talking about them about nutrition. These guys, like the motorcycle guy who's here today, he's never even thought about his body. He's got a metal cage in his lung, keeping his lung open. He said, Scott, I've not done any fitness, any training or nothing. So now he's going to start training. He wants to be able to pull himself up, lift the wheelchair up as well, and do pull-ups and build his upper body. He's paralysed from the chest down. So, him telling me that is so inspirational and inspiring. So if I can have anything to do with that, then I'm over the moon. And all these guys here themselves, they're all got, they're severely disabled, and if we can put a smile on their face, then this is what we want to do,
I think it's very ironic is the word I think I'll use, that boxing that has been viewed as such a barbaric sport for centuries, it has the ability to lift people from depression, unite people that wouldn't ordinarily be given the platform that boxing is affording it now. Where do you realistically see this going? Do you hope that it will become an Olympic sport within a few years, if it generates enough interest, or are you just watching to see what happens?
Well, where we are at the moment, we're now going to start putting it out there. We're going to be going on shows, on the shows all around the country, purely as a training thing and understanding what we're doing. So we want to open the shows, only one wheelchair bout on each show. Whether we have to do it 20 minutes before the actual shows because they don't want us on there, we can deal with all this. But I believe that when the people see what we're doing, they'll all be behind us. I believe that these guys they're entertainers, they deserve to be on a big show, whether it's a Joshua show, Charlie Edwards show. To open that show would blow the people away. And we want to work with all the promoters, all the different people from the amateur level up to the pro level to show. And if we can get a standing ovation at the end in front of either 150 people or 90,000 people, then I believe that that's an unbelievable movement that we've done. So that's where I'd like to see it, and definitely Invictus Games and the Paralympics is coming, but it's going to take time to get everything right, make these guys into superstars as well, which will be fantastic.
Well, Scott, I really appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice. More importantly, I really appreciate the WBC being involved in their lives and making sure that they can have a future to look forward to. Anything else that you'd like to add to the Boxing Voice?
No, that's fantastic. Thank you very much for the interview. Thank you.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.